Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. I'm Paul Cook. I'm the pastor of 3 Point Bible Church, and it's Monday morning. And this is my Monday musings, things that I've been thinking about. As each Sunday, we study God's Word, we sing songs of hymns and praise, we spend time in prayer together. And I began to think, we talk about faith and we talk about our walk with God, but one of the things that we uh, don't spend a lot of time on is the knowledge, learning about God. And where do we get that knowledge? And it goes, I think, to his word. And I was reading a passage in Hosea this morning that kind of hit me to the heart. And it says this is chapter 4. It says, "Hear the word of the Lord, O children of Israel, for the Lord has a controversy with the inhabitants of the land. There is no faithfulness or steadfast love and no knowledge of God in the land. There is swearing, lying, murder, stealing, and committing adultery. They break all bounds, and bloodshed follows bloodshed. Therefore the land mourns, and all who dwell in it languish." And then verse 6, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." I thought, where do we get this knowledge? And it goes to God's word, spending time in God's word, spending time in his presence, listening to his voice as we study his word in the scriptures. But the Bible also says that Jesus is the word, and spending time in the presence of Jesus, whether it's in prayer or just quietly sitting at his feet, listening to him. As we study, we've given several different tools. One of the things that we're doing is we passed out a devotional book to everybody in the church, and I encourage everybody to be a part of that. And if you'd like one, just let me know. But to spend time in a short devotion, but then meditate on the verses that are there. Today, it was talking about God using damaged people, how when Peter denied Christ, you can imagine what he felt like. And he went back to what he knew. He went back to fishing. And, just imagine how heartbroken he felt that he had denied his master. And yet when Jesus comes back and restores him, he turns him into one of the most powerful pastors of the time. And in fact, the church was built on Peter and his ministry. Paul writes a letter to Timothy, and in his letter, he says this: "Do your best to present yourself to God as one approved, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth." What's the word of truth? It's the scriptures. When somebody comes up and says, "Well, I think this, I think Jesus would do this. Why does the church do this? How can God let this happen?" How do we handle those conversations, those difficult conversations with people maybe that we love even? It's by getting into his word. It's by the knowledge of who he is, what he's done, what he's going to do, his promises, and how steadfast he is. James says this: "Therefore put away all filthiness and rampant wickedness, and receive with meekness the implanted word, which is able to save your soul." The implanted word, Jesus in us. And again, the psalm that we're all familiar with: "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." I would love to hear what your thoughts are about getting into God's word, spending time in the knowledge and learning about Christ. Let me know what you think. If you have any specific prayer requests, just give me a buzz and let me know, and I will be glad to pray for you. Thanks for joining me, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.